bridge course of mathematics. Clear? So bridge course means we are going to link you from 10th standard to 11th standard. Clear? So before starting our course bridge of mathematics, first let us discuss how to study mathematics, how to prepare yourself to study mathematics, and what are the important essential things if you want to get success in mathematics. Okay students, so my dear students, you have to be perfect if you want to get success. Clear? So how much you are going to be perfect, that much success you are going to be having in your life. For that you have to make your mind, you have to prepare yourself for the particular things. Clear? That is what we have to do while studying mathematics, or that is what you have to do if you want to get success in mathematics. That means first thing, by writing 10 times or by writing 1000 times or by writing more and more times the problems of mathematics, you can't be perfect in that. You have to know what is the logical thinking behind the particular problem. First thing, you must know what is logical thinking behind the problem. Second thing, you must be perfect with reasoning skills. Clear? How much you are perfect with your reasoning skills, that much easily you can understand mathematics. And the third thing, you must be very careful while questioning. Clear? That means you must be very good at questioning skills. How much you are going to be good at questioning skills, that much easily you can be good at reasoning. How much good at your reasoning, that affect your logical thinking. Clear? So my dear students, there are three things which you have to prepare yourself before you start studying mathematics. First is logical thinking, second is reasoning thinking, and third one is questioning. Clear? That means how much smartly you can ask the questions, that much easily you can give the reasons. How much smartly you give the reasons, that much quick you can understand the logics. Clear? So that's why we say what, why and how are the three important words in mathematics. What, why and how. That means what means questioning. That means what you are solving, that you have to understand. Please be careful while watching this video that what I am explaining. Clear? That is, in mathematics if you want to get success, you must know the three things, that is what, why and how. That means whenever you are studying a particular concept, you must be perfect with what you are studying. That means you must know what you are studying. Clear? Next thing, second thing is why. That means why you are studying that, why you are solving that, why you are solving more and more problems on that particular concept, that you must know. First thing what, second thing why, and third thing is how. Clear? That means how you have to solve that problem, how you have to understand that concept, that is very important. That means what improves your questioning skills, why improves your reasoning skills, and how improves your logical thinking. If you are perfect with these three things, then you can study mathematics very successfully. Unless and until you don't understand these three things in your life with mathematics, you can't get success in mathematics. Please understand that if you want to prepare well with mathematics, or you want to get success in mathematics, remembering the things or by hearting the things will not support you. Remembering the things and by hearting the things, just 10% of our mathematical concepts. Clear? Just you have to remember the formula. By remembering the formula, you can't solve the problem. I think all you know that. Clear? You have also faced the problem in 10th class, 9th class and 8th class. You will be knowing the formula, but you are not going to solve the problem. That particular things definitely you are going to be faced, already you have faced in your previous classes. Clear, students? So that's why by remembering the problem or by remembering the formula or by remembering the any definition, you can't solve mathematics very easily. If you want to enjoy the mathematics, or if you want to learn the mathematics, or you want to get success in mathematics, please make one point, that is, you must be good at your thinking. How much fast you think, how much smartly you think, that much good enough in your mathematics. Clear? So if you are good at thinking, if you are good at smart work, that things are going to help in mathematics. Clear? If you remember, or if you by heart, or if you write 100 times, or if you write 10 times, if you solve more and more problems, those things are going to be just a part of preparation. That's all. They are not going to be the everything. Clear? So if you want to be successful, please make 3 points, that is questioning, reasoning and logical thinking. Questioning means what, next questioning is what, reasoning is why, and logical thinking is how. If these 3 things are perfect, if you are perfect with these 3 things, or if you are prepared with these 3 things, definitely you are going to get success in maths. And one more thing, mathematics is going to be having an impact on all science subjects and other than science subjects also. Please remember, if you leave mathematics, you are going to drop so many things in all subjects. Without mathematics, you can't solve physics. Without mathematics, you can't go for chemistry. Without mathematics, you can't go for any biological subjects. Clear? Because even doctors also use mathematics to solve some of the biological things. Clear? Even mathematics helps the people who are working at research of biology. Clear? So for that's why, please students, you have to know the knowledge of mathematics. You have to be smart with mathematics if you want to get success in other subjects also. So before studying or before starting the preparation of your mathematics concepts, from now onwards, you have to prepare yourself. How to prepare yourself? You must start how, what and why. That is what, why and how. If you are solving any problem, or if you are solving some example 1 in in chapter number 10. So in that chapter you are solving problem number 1. So while solving problem number 1, how you have to start? First you have to read the problem and you have to understand what is that problem. Again I am telling, first you have to understand what is that problem. Are you getting my point? Then why to solve that problem? That means by understanding the problem, why indicates you the knowledge of that particular problem. That means on what definition, on what formula, on what concept that particular problem is depending. That gives you why question. Clear? So by understanding the problem, you go to why and you again think about why you have to solve that problem and what is the particular concept that you need to solve that problem. Are you getting my point? Which formula you need to solve that problem, or which definition you need to know to solve that problem. That all things come under why. Clear? So next, after understanding the problem, next by knowing the concept of particular problem, now you have to go for how. That means how to start the problem and how to end the problem. Are you getting my point? That means a logical steps gives you the details of how, that means how to start that particular problem, how to use that particular formula, and how to simplify the steps and how to come at the solution. So my dear students, please make a important point before starting the preparation or before starting anything in mathematics. This all particular things you must be knowing. Clear? If you know all this, if you understand all this, then definitely you are going to have a success with mathematical concepts. Clear? So in this class I am going to start your 11th standard syllabus. That means again what, why and how. What we are solving 11th standard syllabus we are going to start. That is what our concept. Next, why, that means why we have to study that syllabus. If we study that syllabus, we can understand what we are going to do for 1 year in 11th standard with mathematics. Again I am telling, first you know what is the syllabus. Again you have to go why, that means why gives you what. Why means by studying that syllabus you can understand what all things you are going to know, or what all things you are going to understand, or what knowledge you are going to get in 11th standard with mathematics. Next is how. So here how is very important. My dear students, if you are coming at 11th standard, there will be some concepts which already you have studied in 10th standard. That means the continued concepts of 10th standard to 11th standard, that you must understand, because if you directly study the 11th standard without knowing 10th standard, it is very nonsense thing. Clear? But if you want to understand or if you want to know the knowledge of 11th standard concepts, you must be perfect with the 10th standard concepts, because in any syllabus or in any subjects, nearly 80% syllabus will be continued from the previous classes. That you must understand. 80% of the syllabus of the next class will be continued from your previous classes. 10% will be new concepts and 10% will be some of other things. That means it may be of gaining other knowledges, or it may be of gaining any other concepts. Clear? So that's why if you are not good at 10th standard, then you can't be good at 11th standard. That is what I want to say. Suppose by some reasons if you are not good at 10th standard, bridge course classes makes you to be knowing the knowledges of 10th standard to continue for your 11th standard, because by some reasons or some medical reasons some students can't get the knowledge of 10th standard, so they will get low scores. For those kind of reasons or for those kind of situations in life, what we do a bridge course. In that bridge course, what we do, for those kind of students, we make them to know what all the concepts are going to link for 10th to 11th standard. That I am going to explain in this class, and I go in detail of the syllabus of 10th standard and as well as 11th standard. I make sure that which concepts are going to be linking for 10th to 11th standard. That means which concepts of 11th standard are supported by the 10th standard, which concepts are very independent. They are not going to be supported by any concepts in the 10th class. That I am going to discuss. Clear? So that you can have a detailed idea of 11th standard syllabus before you start studying the chapters in detail. Clear? Okay students, so now we have gone through some of the simple tips to prepare for mathematics in yourself. What, why and how. Clear? So my dear students, now I am going to start the concepts or the topics one by one of your syllabus. Clear? So in the 10th standard, you have studied number system. First unit was number system. Not first unit, I will not go in serial. I will go one by one, the concepts which are going to be based on your 10th standard for your 11th standard. That means I will discuss of those topics or those concepts which you have already studied and that you are going to continue in your 11th class. Clear? So that type of topics, in that type of topics, first one is number system. In the 10th class, you have studied the number system. In that, you have studied real numbers. Clear, students? So, in real numbers, you may know that real number contains naturals, integers, rationals and irrationals. By taking all those elements, we call all together as real numbers. Clear? You already have shown one of the proof of the type root 2 is irrational number. Those all things you all have studied in the 10th class. Clear? Then, this is going to be the basics for your first chapter of 11th standard, that is sets, relations and functions. In our first year syllabus, we have sets, relations and functions. So for all those three concepts, your number system is going to be the base. Clear? How they are going to introduce you sets, relations and functions on the basis of number system. In number system, you know you have natural numbers, integers, rationals, irrationals. All taking the union of that you make as real numbers. So in 11th class what we do? We introduce you sets as well-defined collection. We call it as well-defined collection. So in that collection what we are going to do? We take your number system. Please understand that. We just define one new definition, that is sets, and we call it as collection of well-defined objects, and in that we introduce your number system. Clear? So if you are perfect with your number system, if you know the concepts or if you have the knowledge of that number system, that thing is going to be very useful for your sets topic. Are you clear? So this is how the number system is going to be the base of your first topic, sets, relations and functions. So what we do in first year or what we do in 11th standard, we take your number system, we introduce in sets, set A, set B, set C, so on. If you have two sets, take P is a set, Q is another set. So now what we do in number system in 10th class, you made a basic operations with your real number system. That thing we are going to do with sets. Please say or please listen carefully. That is, in number system what we do? You take any two numbers and you solve the logical things. Please understand that. In number system what we do or what we do in mathematics, you take any two numbers and you apply the logics of mathematics or you apply the basic operations of mathematics on two numbers of reals. That means real numbers. Clear? On the same way, what here we do? We introduce those numbers into the sets. We take different set A and another set B. And here what we do? We apply logics between A and B sets. We don't apply only with the single numbers or two numbers, but what we do? We apply the logics between two sets, set A and set B. We apply the basic operations of mathematics between two sets, not only two numbers. That is what you are going to learn in sets. For that, please be perfect with your number system and study the number system in detail to understand the sets, relations and functions in your first year syllabus or 11th standard syllabus. Clear? Next, first we define the sets in our first concept. We introduce your number system into the sets. Next what we do? We define relation between A and B, or we define relation between any two different sets. Clear? After defining the relation, out of those relations again we separate some relations which are known as functions, which are known as functions. I think you are getting an idea about what you are going to learn in your first unit of 11th standard. And for 11th standard's first unit, what are the basics of 10th standard? That I am explaining in detail. I think you are also understanding it. So in the first unit, sets, relations and functions. Here you are going to use the basics of number system. Clear? So using the basics of number system, we introduce sets. In that set, we take a number system. We define different sets, set A and set B, set C, set D, so on. So we bring the relation between A and B. That's what you studied in 10th standard by bringing the relation between two real numbers. You may adding two real numbers, you may subtracting two real numbers, you may multiplying two real numbers. Those all things you have studied in your 10th standard. Here what we do, the same thing again we do with sets. That means here set means it is a collection of so many numbers, not only two numbers. It is a collection of, for example, if I say collection of natural numbers in set A, so set A contains all natural numbers, not one or two. If I say collection of integers in set B, all integers will be in the set B. Are you getting my point? So in that way, you are going to use your basics in your sets. After knowing sets, we bring a relation between set A and B or set C and D. See how the concepts are going to link each other. If you don't know number system, you can't know sets. If you don't know sets, you can't know relation. If you don't know relation, you can't know functions. That's all. Your first unit is over. That means if you don't know the number system in the 10th standard in detail, please read once again. Please understand the concepts of number system to know the first unit of your 11th standard. Unless and until you are perfect at number system, if you don't get good marks, no problem. At least understand it. At least know the knowledge of it for the future. Clear? That means if you want to understand the concepts of 11th standard, for that purpose you read it, not for the marks. Already exams are over, marks you have got, everything you have got, that is over. Don't think about the past. Now you think about your present thing. Clear? If you think about the past, present will be lost. Don't worry about the past. Live in present. Understand what you have to do in present. For that you have to know the knowledge of the past, not the effects of the past. Effects of the past are different. Knowledge of the past is different. Clear? So many things or so many situations will be done in the past. Don't worry about those situations. From those situations, what you have learned, that is important. Don't worry about it. You learn about it. You learn about the number system. You know the knowledge about number system. Then you apply those on the present thing, so that your future will be very best. Clear? So for that's why I am telling students, if I go on in detail like this, all things will link to another thing. So don't worry about that. So please be perfect at number system to know sets, relations and functions. So for that reason, you go through the details of the number system, what you have studied in the number system, one by one, you take the book, you solve it or you understand it, so that you are going to use it in your first unit of your 11th standard. Clear? So this is what your number system and the first unit of our 11th standard. Clear?